Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Speed Build Monday, everybody's favorite day of the week. So today I am doing a house that I was very afraid to do because I'm not usually that great at bigger houses. It's just a lot of space to fill and I just don't I'm very awkward when filling it. There's a limited number of items in the game, so it's like, how do I go about filling this? But today I am doing the 50 by 40 lot and building a gigantic house. So it is 2 floors, but it can be 3 if you wanted to. There's space upstairs that you could easily make into a room or something. I think it took me about 3 hours to do. I didn't do it all at once. I did the building one night and then I did the furnishing a different night. So just so I could refresh and come back and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the vision I had. There were a lot of fails in this. I tried some things out. It didn't work. So I just deleted that footage because it was kind of useless footage. Like, when I deleted it, you wouldn't have missed anything. Nothing would have changed. It just would have went back to the way that it was. So, yes, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it turned out pretty well for a big house. I'm not great at them. I'm definitely not the best mansion designer. But I wanted to fill this lot, and I wanted it to be a residential lot. I didn't want to cop out and make it a commercial lot because I can make a big commercial lot, that's no problem. It's the residential lots that get me. So it was a lot of fidgeting. The 3x3 doors didn't fit, or the 3x doors, and then I tried this door and I didn't like it. A lot of things change as we go about, and then I come back and I'm like, ooh, do I like this? No, I don't like this. I had a vision, didn't really stick to the vision, kind of went off that. Although, I will say I think the landscaping turned out quite nice, which is very rare for me to say because usually I'm like, I can't stand the landscaping. But I put a lot of landscaping on the house, or on the lot, because it is a fairly big lot, and obviously I didn't take up the whole lot with just the house. But it is, let me count, one, two, three, four, five bedrooms, but it could be a lot more if you wanted it to be. I didn't want to do too many bedrooms because that would have who has 15 million Sims in their house? There was also 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. Just trying to think. There is one on the main floor, which is nice. There's a gym, which was going to be the master bedroom, but then I realized I also made a master bedroom upstairs, so I made it into a gym. There's an office. There's a really gigantic theater, kids hangout, fun room that I put upstairs as well. I put a little tiny kitchenette, I guess you could say, upstairs just because there's a toddler room up there and I know that it's a pain to have them constantly go up and down the stairs. So anyway, this is a long build. It is about, currently just the building is at 33 minutes. So we're going to see if I can talk for this long. I've been known to, so we'll see if I have enough things to say. Otherwise, if I find that I'm running out of time, I'll probably just put some music. I don't know. I want to talk to you guys though. How's your week going? Is it good? It's Monday. I know. I'm sorry. It sucks, but it is what it is. You got to get through the Mondays to get to the Fridays, right? So, my life is going pretty hectic, I guess. Still looking for a full-time job, but that's the way that it goes. This week, I have a few things to do. Obviously, work, because I only work part-time right now. And then Harley has his surgery on Thursday. He just has to get, you know what it's called, guys? It's called a lumpectomy. He has to get a lump removed. So I saw that and I was like, wow. I thought it would have been something more complex, a more complex name for a lump removal, but no, lumpectomy is what it's called. So he has to go do that. Nothing too serious. I'll pick him up at the end of the day. I drop him off at 9. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because it's weird not having a dog. I want to go for a run, but going for a run without a dog would be both nice but very, very strange. So we'll see how that goes. But then I have a 6-day weekend because I had to change my days around in order to take Harley to the vet. So I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it'll be nice. I might go a little stir crazy. So maybe I'll make some plans with my friends for the weekend. So that way I can get out of the house a little bit. Because I find I go insane if I stay in the house for more than I think 2 days. I have to be somewhere and do some things. So I'll probably make some plans. Are there any good movies coming out that I know of? I really want to go see, is it The Gift or something like that, where it's the smart kid with that guy. I'm really great with actors' names. It's nice. Is it? It's not Chris Pratt, is it? No, no. It's the guy that looks like Chris Pratt. I can't remember. It looks good. The little girl's cute, so maybe I'll go see that this weekend. This coming weekend, I should say, because it is currently for me Saturday, but it's Monday for you guys. So, so much fun, isn't it? Your Mondays, don't you just love it? I remember that feeling on Sunday night when I had to go to school the next day. And it was just like, especially high school, it's just the worst. I was just like, ugh, why? Why do they give us only 2 days? So, and then guys, can you believe that it is, I guess, when is this going up? Will it be, let me check. Will it be May? Yes, it's May 1st when this goes up, which is insane for me to think of because now summer semester for university starting and I'm seeing all of my friends and people that I know going back and I'm just sitting here like, sucks to be you. And then I have my graduation on June 1st. I got my graduation dress. Did I tell you guys that? I think I did. And I liked it so much that I got it in a different color. I got it has like a lacy white top and then just like a skater skirt bottom, and it came in navy and in pink, and then the top is just white. So I got both the navy and the pink, and then I found some white shoes, which was great. Yeah, so the stairs are a pain. This whole house is just so big that I'm like, how do I want to divide this so it doesn't look like huge and there isn't a bunch of wasted space? I did pretty good for the downstairs. The upstairs has a little bit of like open space, I guess you could say, where the landing is, because it's very hard to fill things like that. So I do my best. Hopefully it's okay. If you guys don't like it, I mean, you can always, if you just like the like structure of the house or the, how do I put this? Not the floor plan, but like just the outside, you can always download it, get it unfurnished, and then change the walls if you want, because I'm sure you guys have better ideas than I do. But I think it turned out, it's a lot better than my first ever mansion that I built. That was a wreck. That was just, it's still up. That video is still up. I think it's called Maison de la Femme. I think I made it French to make it fancy, but it was not great. The inside was good. The outside was terrible. So the stairs don't stay like this because they don't give enough room upstairs when you get upstairs, so I don't like that. I like to have lots of room when I get upstairs, so I do change some things around, and then I do the floor plan, I go to bed, I wake up, and then I come and furnish it, because I think a fresh mind is a lot better than trying to do everything. What I didn't want to happen was for me to get bored and for me to no longer enjoy furnishing it and putting in those small details. You can kind of see it near the very, very end that I'm starting to get just rush some things. Like, I don't take my time when placing items on what am I trying to say? The nightstands or shelves or something like that. So I do get a little bit tired at the end, but for the most part, I think it turned out great. And I think that separation of days really helped with making sure that I didn't get too bored. The teenage girl's room turns out beautiful. Look at this big room. That's her room right there that I just did. It is huge, and I wish I had it when I was a teenager. I say that about all my teenage girl rooms because I just make them so nice to the point that I really wish I had them. So, and it, of course, my favorite bed and wallpaper and things like that come from the Vintage Glamour Stuff Life whatever pack. I can never remember the pack's names, but the vintage stuff, because it's just so nice and vintagey, and it's not even vintagey, it's just really quite nice. And the marble, the marble coffee table and the marble desk are so nice. I just love marble. I wish I could have marble everything, although marble's really heavy, and I said marble too many times now that it sounds weird. Do you guys ever have that when you say something so much that it sounds really, really weird at the point? Your name is probably one of those things where it's just like, my name is so weird. When I was in the back, you just saw me try to adjust the house. It's now a new day, a new dawn, a new day. Because I was like, I wasn't a big fan of that extension, but then I realized it is a bunch of the rooms, so I can't really get rid of it. And I learned to love it. It comes in handy when doing the yard because then it doesn't give so much yard space, because it's really hard to fill things with plants, especially when you're like me and you're not very good at it. Then it just becomes useless. So here's where I thought was going to be the master bedroom, and then it turned out that there was a master bedroom upstairs. That's how big this house is, guys. I forgot that there was a master bedroom upstairs. So that becomes a gym. So I changed the flooring and the wallpaper, which is fine. It worked out because it has a bathroom to it too. So it turned out great. The kitchen was a bit of a pain. It took a while for me to figure out the island, but I think it turned out nice. It kind of, I used the technique I used in both last week's build and last week's reno. Nope, 2 weeks ago. No, last week's build, but not last week's reno. The week before. It was when I renovated the apartment. It's just like pillars and then half walls to make it kind of look divided. So I did that for the kitchen. I don't think I started with the kitchen furnishing. Usually I do, but I think I went room by room. So I started with the front hallway. So there you see me using the same wallpaper from Vintage Life Grandler stuff thing, pack, mabobber. And I changed the color because the black is just too dark, so I make it lighter color, which I think is nice. And then I was going to make that 2 teenage girl rooms, but like 1 room for 2 teens, but I made it into just 1 big teen room because I was selfish, and I was like, she deserves everything. I wonder how I'm going to how I'm going to treat my teenage kids. I wonder which one's going to get favorited. Maybe the girl? I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to play favorites. Also, master bedroom turns out enormous, like massive, huge. I didn't mean to make it that big. It just turned out that way. So enjoy the big master bedroom. If you are somebody who likes to give their Sims who are in the master bedroom to the parents a nice big bedroom, this house is for you because it is massive. It's basically like a bedroom, living room, computer room with a nice big bathroom and a nice closet and all of these things. So hopefully that's okay. I did that because my last few houses have had really small master bedrooms, so I decided to make a gigantic one. I really wanted to use the chandeliers, but they were in my way and I didn't like them, so I moved them. Hopefully it still looks okay. I do like the chandeliers, but they really only go with the like super tall walls, and these are only the second height, so hopefully it's not a big issue. I made this cute little hallway because I wanted it to still be kind of open to the living room and kitchen, to the dining room and kitchen, so I made this little hallway behind the stairs so you had like 2 different options. I thought it was nice. It's kind of just like a useless hallway. It's honestly just a waste of space, but I like it. It's a good waste of space, right? I can't believe I've been talking this long. I feel like I'm gonna like pass out from talking too long. Okay, kitchen. Couldn't decide on cupboards, so here you see me deciding on cupboards. Went with the white ones. Didn't like that. They do change to black, so enjoy that. And then the freaking island. It was not working. It was not working in my favor. I knew I wanted to put the stoves there, but it just like I started off with this big thing. And it just didn't work. I didn't like it. So I changed it. Look what I can do in The Sims. If I don't like it, I can change it. Anyway, so as you guys know, I recently moved, or if you didn't know, I recently moved probably about 6, 7 to 8 months ago. Something like that. I moved back in September. It is now April, so you do the math. Math is not my strong suit. And I have been having some interesting experiences here. I'm not used to living in a really big suburb, a really big, not suburb, subdivision. So there's a lot of people, and I hope some people can relate to me. When I am outside, okay, and I'm walking my dog or going for a run, don't talk to me, please. Like, if I am in my zone. I had one guy, very nice gentleman. His dog was barking at my dog, which is normally fine. I can usually get Harley to like listen and follow me, but this dog would not let up, and that was fine. And I was walking through, and then as I was walking through, he yells to me, "Hey, does your dog like treats?" And at first I didn't hear them, and he's like, "Hello?" And I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Does your dog like treats?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, what dog doesn't?" He's like, "Oh, can I give him one?" And I was like, you're kind of ruining my pace for running, but okay. I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, he might not take them because he's not overly food motivated, but these ones apparently he loved. They were just like the milk bone ones, which I don't actually feed my dog those because they're not great for your dog. But anyway, not that was a big deal. And he fed him one, and I was like, oh, okay, great, thanks. And he's like, oh, he looks hungry, does he want more? He fed my dog 3 treats. And I was like, why? What? Okay, thanks. Like, everybody here is very, very nice. I haven't had, like, a mean experience, except the day that I moved in. And I don't think it was meant to be mean. I think it was just meant to be, I don't know what it was meant to be, but we were moving in, and we had some people come and deliver our furniture, and so I left Harley outside, and he was whining, but I had to leave him out there because he couldn't come inside. 1, the front door was wide open and he'd run out there. 2, he would disturb the people delivering furniture. So I was standing at the back door so he could see me. It's just glass. And then I went out there to calm him down, and my neighbors were out, and they're like, oh, he's been whining a lot. And I was like, yeah, no, we have movers in. He's like, he probably thought you abandoned him. And like, it's not great. He's probably very scared. And I was like, but I can't let him inside because we have movers. And our door's wide open, and this is the only place he can go without having to be on a leash. And so it was kind of like, I'm new to the neighborhood. It's weird for you to say that. It made me so uncomfortable that I put Harley on a leash and just brought him inside because I was like, And those neighbors are always outside fixing their cars or doing whatever, and they always come and talk to me. And it's not like I'm an antisocial person, I say that, but like, I am. But I'm pretty good in social situations, but to the point where they just always talk to me, and I'm too nervous and like scared to go out into my backyard because I'm afraid they're gonna start talking to me when I'm like picking up the poo or like, I don't know, brushing my dog. And it's like, I don't really want to strike up a conversation because then it's awkward. I don't really know when to like say I gotta go. So there's that, and everybody else in the neighborhood's really nice. It's just there's too many people at the park. It's very hard to go for a run because they all, like, the kids scream at my dog, so my dog gets distracted, or people have a dog, so my dog gets distracted. So anyway, lots of people, but I was able to find a place that I could run, and it's kind of this back road that no one really takes. Some people take it, but it's not overly busy. It's definitely not as busy as any of like the main sidewalks or anything of the subdivision. Mainly because this place doesn't have a sidewalk. So anyway, running along the road, going fine. Almost got hit by a car though, because one guy was on his phone and he didn't see me, and I couldn't get over because it was just bush, and he finally saw me and then swerved out of the way, and I was like, that's what you get for being on your phone. I mean, I don't really want to die, but I mean, it's a nice place to run, but it's just not long enough. Like, I like to go for 40-minute runs. This place is only about no, I'd say like 10 minutes each way, so 20 minutes. So today I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for a run, and I went with my dog, and I ran up and down the street twice, and then I was going down the 3rd time. I was like, I really don't want to run up this again because I look like a weirdo, so I just took a weird route, almost got lost, didn't get lost, saw a really cute guy in a truck, so that was fun. But yeah, so I don't know, it's just, I guess I'm not used to it. Where I used to live, it was kind of subdivision-y, but it wasn't. It was more like city-ish, I guess. We were getting a high-rise before I moved, but it was more like, here's a dead-end street with 5 houses, here's a dead-end street with 5 houses. It wasn't like, here's a long street with 18 million houses on it, so. And I could always find a place to run in there. I'd run into like 2 or 3 people. No, here I run into like 50. If I go to the park, I run into at least 20, and at least 10 of them have a dog, so it's an adjustment, I'll say that. I don't think I want to live here forever. I definitely don't. But it's an adjustment. Here, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's nice, and the people are great, and the people are really nice, and it's okay considering they're nice, and I don't feel unsafe. I just feel very awkward. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just an awkward person, but that's how I feel. It's also a lot better in the winter. In the wintertime, no one's really out, so I can usually run And if we get our regular winters, which is just rain, then I can actually run. But if we get winters like we got this year where it's just ice, then I can't. But I can still take my dog out to the park and no one was there. So it's weird because I haven't lived here in the summer, so I'll see. It's a lot of people and I'm just like, please, I'm just gonna sit in my house. It's not that I don't like talking to people, it's that when I don't know what happened here. I was trying to move the objects up onto the shelf, and every time I tried to do it, it just sent me away. So it just doesn't like it. Anyway, it's not that I don't like to talk to people, it's just that when I am walking or running or any of that exercising thing, I prefer not to be disturbed. If I'm just leisurely walking, I'll have a casual conversation with someone. It doesn't really bother me. But if I am running, and just like today, I was running and I was on my way home and I saw that my neighbors were out. Same neighbors. And I was just like, oh, I really don't want them to talk to me, because they would. And then they'd tell me a story about something and I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Can I go inside now? Because I'm sweaty and I'm gross and I really just want to take this sticky jacket off. So thanks. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It could be just me though. I don't know. Do you guys feel that way when someone talks to you and you're trying to do something? I feel like the headphones should be a good indication of, hey, not really willing to talk right now. I really hate when I have to take my headphones out and it or stop my music, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Or I feel like there's some people like that. Maybe I should just get used to it, I guess. I'll adjust. Okay, so we are getting to the portion of the furnishing. As you see, I've already done all the downstairs through that whole talking. But we're getting into the upstairs. And this took me 2.5 hours real time to furnish this. It was a straight go. I got up, I didn't do anything until like 6 to do, like, as far as the house goes. But when I came down to do it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it and then maybe I'll take a break. Nope. I just got into the groove of furnishing, and once you're in the groove and you realize what style you're going for, you really don't want to stop. So, and then I was like, oh, you know what, I'll do the landscaping too. So that was fun. So as you see here, the teenage girl gets one beautiful room, along with a ensuite, with a walk-in shower and a soaker tub. So it is fair to say that I built that for myself, because that is the dream of what I want. And then the little girl I like the little girl's room. I think it's really cute. It's pink and it's pretty and it's just, it's very, very feminine is how it is. And then there is, I meant to make the baby's room and a gender neutral room, because I did put a bassinet in it, so it wasn't for toddlers, it was for like either you're gonna get pregnant or you have a little baby. So I made it gender neutral in order for you to be like, you could pick the colors or you could keep it gender neutral and then design it later when they're a kid or a toddler. So it was just, I didn't want to put a gender on the baby's room, because you don't know the gender unless you have MC Command Center. Then you know the gender if you cheat, but normally you don't. So I kept that way for a very specific reason, that being what I just explained. So that's what I did. I hated that carpet. I just don't like it. So here we are this is a big nursery, which I like because normally my nurseries are super, super small. So I have limited space to do things with, but I made this quite big, not really on purpose, just kind of all the rooms are pretty decent sizes. So it was nice to be able to fit all like the fun things on the like ground and the wall art and all of that stuff. So here you see a good view of all that extra space. So here I am trying to fill it. It's a lot of extra space. So I do my best to fill it, but some things get repeated, which I don't like doing. You get a fish tank though. You get 2 fish tanks. So what's not to love about a fish tank, right? So I do my best not to do the same thing over and over again, but sometimes it does get repeated just because of the amount of space. So again, trying to get that thing up there didn't work. It was just like, nope, you're going over here, have a good life. So that was fun. This house though comes out to like, I think It's either 350 or 393,000 simoleons. I think it's 93. Um, that's a lot of money. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to cheat for this. Or do the Rags to Riches series like I am. I think we're at 102,000 is what we have invested in a house. So hopefully we'll work up to this. I also want my Hunter Legacy to work up to this. But that's a long stretch. That's a long, long stretch. They're only at about 60,000. So, but 26 generations, maybe we'll get to this house, or maybe I will have built a better one. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the teenage boys room, or just a boys room. Doesn't have to be a teenager, just what I made. I like it. It's the first time I put a lot of thought and detail into the teenage boys room. I kind of made it, there wasn't a certain theme. Obviously you got their sports and their like computers and all of that. Very masculine again, I guess, but I guess girls can play sports. I played sports, so what am I saying? It's just very it's very typical, I guess. I didn't really have a... Is there no door to that bathroom? Oh no, the door was on the outside. Okay, I was like, oh, did I not put a door? And here you see the kids like theater room, and that room beside it was going to be a bathroom, but I was like, you know what would be great, better than a bathroom is, I was supposed to say greater, better than a bathroom is a kitchen, or like a kitchenette-esque place, because the toddler's gonna live upstairs, and man, toddlers are slow going up and down them stairs. So I put a kitchen there just so you could feed the toddler, and it would make it a lot better. I love doing these kind of rooms where it's just like where the kids play. It's just nice to have. I was gonna extend it a bit, but I didn't, because I was like, why was I gonna extend it again? I can't even remember. Oh, I was gonna put a fridge in the actual room, but then I was like, you know what, we have enough bathrooms, I'll make this like a little kitchenette. You can pop some popcorn that doesn't exist, but in imaginary land, you can pop some popcorn, watch a movie, which is what I would be doing at all times. Do you have any idea how fun Netflix would be on there? I would just die. I would never leave. I would live and be happy in that room because it's got a giant TV. And playing video games, could you imagine playing The Sims on a TV like that? That would be insane. The clarity, you could probably see the Sims pores. And they don't even have pores, but you could see them. So here is the gigantic, massive, way too big of a master bedroom. But I love it because I always love doing big ones, and recently I've been skimming out on them because I've been making more family-sized homes. But man, I gave these parents the best room, or this parent, doesn't matter, don't really care. You have the best room. It's big, it's great, it's a place to get away from the kids. It's not near any kids' bedrooms. You got a bathroom in between you and a kid's bedroom, so that's great. It's got a massive, massive bathroom. It's got a soaker tub, walk-in shower, his and her sinks. Man, I went all out. Here's the shelving issue. I couldn't figure it out, so I deleted one of the shelves because there wasn't enough filler for it. So you can deal with that. I'm not great with the little clutter items. I'm getting better, but usually I'm just like, throw this on the shelf. That's good. It sits there. Good. You saw me in the kitchen do really well with like placing items. Gave up on that about this part because I was like, okay, I've been furnishing now for 2 hours. I'm a little tired, but I did it. I hated that wallpaper in that bathroom for some reason. I don't know why. It was fine in the other bathrooms. Here are those his and her sinks that I am in love with. This house, man, is like a dream house if it looked a little better. Not gonna lie, the outside doesn't look fabulous, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. I'm learning about like the different roofs and how to like use them because I'm not great with roofing, so we'll get there. I also, guys, I don't forget the curtains. What? Usually I always forget the curtains and have to add them in after you'll see me build it, and then the fly through will have curtains. You're like, where did those come from? Oh, she put in the curtains. She forgot them. This time I didn't. And I used different curtains and not just the same ones all throughout. So I was pretty pleased with myself. Not gonna lie. Remembered the curtains. Almost forgot them, but shh. We will discuss this. So backyard is fenced in. I don't know why I created a what do you call it? Deck. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. This doesn't stay. Don't get used to it. I hated it. It was ugly. I always forget that there's already pre-made fountains. So I use a nice Max's pre-made fountain. So, enjoy that. Because I didn't like it. It looked weird. It wasn't what I wanted. It reminded me too much of the house that I had already built, the mansion that didn't turn out great. So, but the landscaping on the path turned out fabulous. I am in love with that. See, I find this fountain. I'm like, that looks so much better. So I widen the path, delete that, widen the path, delete that. Yeah, see, it's a struggle. I'm trying to make a nice curvy path. That one stays though. So here we go, guys. Get ready to be amazed at my landscaping skills. I love those little like bushy things. What are they called? The like leafy ones. I don't know. They look great. I think this pathway looks nice. It's the first time my landscaping has turned out semi-decent. Guys, I should celebrate. I should be very happy. I am very happy. Anyway, before this all cuts off and we go through a nice fly through here, just want to remind everyone that this house is available for the download. My EA Origin ID will be in the description. I had a stroke, I'm sorry. Description below. And so will all of my other. I gotta upload that reno. I did a reno on Friday and it's Saturday and I haven't uploaded it yet. Whoops. I'm very bad for uploading things, so if it's not there right away, just bear with me. Monday I should be home, so I should be able to get it up. But anyway, so this will be on the gallery for you to download if you so please. I know it's not great, but please, guys. Also, do not forget to like this video if you like the house, or if you just like me. I don't know, just like it anyway. Just do it. No, I'm just kidding. Like this video and make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all this nonsense and all of these house buildings. And I cannot believe I have talked for almost 33 minutes. Guys, this is why my mom tells me I talk too much. I now realize I'm very good at talking. I should become a radio DJ. I would never let anybody phone in. It would just be me. There would be no music. It would just be me. I think that's called a podcast. Anyway, so we're going to go through the fly through, and remember, there's no voiceover for that anymore. It is just music. I think it works out a lot better. Ooh, how am I going to do the fly through this? There might be music, but might not be as coherent, I guess. Not coherent, that's not the right word, but as like flush as the other ones. It's not going to be like from this location to this location. I think I'm just going to do an actual fly through and go through it in free mode, because God, this house is too big and I would be too stressed, and I don't want to stress myself out, and I want to have a good time. Man, I like that rug in that dining room. I really like it. I really like the way the kitchen turned out. I also like that it's not all open concept, that the kitchen and dining room are it's its own separate room. So enjoy that. There's a little garden and I didn't put anything in because I thought you guys could plant your own. Isn't that fun? Anyway, so we are going to get through the fly through real soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed making it. I gave you 2 stoves and 2 fridges, which I didn't address last time, because the amount of times that Sims get a meal and then stand in front of the fridge, and you trying to get another Sim a different meal, and you're just like, please move. It does that not happen to anybody else? It happens to me all the time. So anyway, we're gonna go through the fly through here now. So enjoy that. Enjoy the landscaping. I think I did nice, and I will see you all in my next video. So have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.